everyone, I'm Selena Hill, and this is the new norm on Black Enterprise, sponsored by Cadillac, where I speak to dynamic leaders, entrepreneurs, and public figures about their latest projects and the impact they're making in today's world. Today, I have the privilege to speak with Adjua Styles, a serial entrepreneur, accomplished baker, author, mother, and wife to legendary lyricist and rapper Styles P. Adjua is also an advocate for healthy living and healthy eating. She is the co-owner of Juices for Life and Pharmacy for Life, a wellness brand and juice bar with multiple locations across New York City. Plus, she recently released Signature by Adjua Styles, a collection of 3 vegan, clean, matte, red lip shades designed for women who dare to be bold and unapologetic. Adjua, thank you so much for joining us here on Black Enterprise today.
Thank you for having me. Good
And of
afternoon.
course, your lip looks stunning. So we're going
Thank
to
you.
start talking about Signature, which again is your new line of
Yes.
lipsticks. Tell us what inspired you to create this.
Well, truthfully, the people inspired me. I've honestly wore this color since at least maybe 20. Well, now I'm showing my age, but a few decades. I've been wearing this color, and I've gotten a lot of comments as well as pushback from wearing the color. And to me, it just the at one point it was I wore it for spite, right? And then the other part was that I wore it for myself because it just looks beautiful on my skin tone. But it's just something that I've worn as an expression, for myself because I love color, and I've noticed that women of darker color tend to shy away from red lips as well as color, you know, bold color, but we have the perfect canvas for color. So, yeah.
Amazing. So someone from your team told me that the Signature Trio sets
Yes.
almost sold out in less than 4 hours.
Yes, ma'am. Very grateful and happy about that.
Tell us
Yes.
about, what made this launch so successful?
Oh, working hard per usual. Just tapping into, I would say, women that are want to wear red but are skeptical to wear red and wanting to incentivize them, and they've always asked me, there's been a huge demand for that, for the red. What color am I wearing, what color? And while I have worn several brands, I've alternated in times. Like I've loved Fenty, I've loved NARS, I've loved L'Oreal, but I really wanted my own signature. So, and red is also a signature color. My red lips is my signature color, hence the name. But yeah, so just pushing what I love and what people want to wear from me. Yeah.
So you've been an entrepreneur for a while now.
Yes.
A lot of us know you for working with your husband. Again, iconic rapper Styles P. You guys have always been in business
Yes.
together. Talk about the difference between working with Styles and now sort of venturing into your own entrepreneurial journey by yourself.
Oh, well, I eons ago, I was a caterer and I had my own baking business for a decade. So I have been in this space before. It just feels a little different now because it's been a while. But it feels good. It feels good to build a brand of Adjua and be able to allow people to see more layers that I have, and it just feels good. Working with him, it's good, but it's always a team. It's a big team, so I kind of get lost in there, a little bit. But now it just feels good to just, bring Adjua out fully in the forefront. Yeah.
Well, and speaking of you and your brand, especially those who have seen you on reality TV or following you on Instagram, you're always doing something dynamic. You always look good, well
I
put
do.
together. Absolutely. To talk about what it is that you've been investing in and what you're trying to communicate through your brand.
Oh, well, number one is health. That's always the major push for me is health. So again, back to the product and the lipstick. I was also trying to find a really good plant-based manufacturer, vegan manufacturer, which was hard. they have a lot of them out there, but they're not luxe, and I wanted something that can merge the luxe, the high end with the health, and have a vibrant color. Um, but health is always in the forefront. It's That's our main incentive with everything that we do. Um, Self-expression, health, you know, um, taking care of your mental, your physical, understanding that you glow from the inside out. Health is wealth, but mainly I'm able to enjoy the lipstick, able to enjoy the fashion because I take care of myself. So, inside, which gives me more time to enjoy these things. So, yeah. So, I mean, again, we always just try to promote, like, of course, we love the aesthetic and a beautiful aesthetic and fashion and all these good things. But again, you can't sustain any of that without health, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, and tell us why it was so important for you to create a clean beauty product.
Well, listen, the beauty industry is flooded with chemicals and toxins and things to disrupt your hormones, your endocrine system, and a boatload of things. So I'm trying to get around that somewhat, and try to make cleaner beauty available, to let people know that they can still get the quality or the good potent colors without being, compromising their health. And I've noticed that that's why it's taken me a bit of a challenge to narrow it down, because again, it's like they have plant-based companies out there, but it's kind of like the quality isn't luxe. And I wanted to offer like a high-end luxe beauty, clean, fresh beauty. So that's taken some time to cultivate, but we're here now. Yeah.
So now we see signatures being sold online.
Yes.
Do you have any aspirations to sell it in stores, or is that something already in the works?
Yeah, well, I do. It is actually in the works. It was actually in the works before it happened. I just needed to kind of get the ball rolling. I definitely see it, taking on a life of its own. And I'm introducing the three colors because initially I just want the women to get familiar with the reds, the ones that they've been requesting. I also have some other colors that I'm interested in rolling out to other colors that I do wear. I haven't worn as often, but I do wear like the purples and the pinks. Even worn blue before. So, I'll be introducing other colors, and I definitely plan to get it in stores. But again, if it's going to compromise the product at all, then no, we'll just probably keep it for ourselves. But, we'll see.
You know, we see you always, like you said, always wearing your bold red lip. Talk to us about just how that color makes you feel and how you want other women to feel when they wear signature.
Well, I've been wearing this color for so long that it just feels like second skin to me. For other women, I want them to just feel emboldened, empowered, and not feel, insecure, not worry about what anybody else has to think, and just understand that it's actually, I feel like a red actually makes you feel like you have a full face of makeup on when you really don't. So it's a good dress up, it's a good trick to make people think you have more on than you actually don't. It's just a good boost, good. It's great. Red is excellent.
It is. One thing you said, Adjua, is glowing from the inside out.
Yes.
Can you talk about just the importance of healthy eating and healthy living in order to live your best life, feel and look your best?
Yes. Well, that's, obviously, I don't know if but my daughter passed away in 2015. And just her transition alone is enough to throw me off the course of life, right? So with understanding that and understanding how deeply woven trauma is, like in your fibers and literally in your body, it's you have to understand the importance of clean eating, of exercising, sweating, having proper bowel movements, just so that the body is in harmony and it's not in disease, hence disease, right? So it's just important to pay attention to all those basic things, whether your sleep patterns, your skin, your breath, just basic fundamentals, and you'll be able to understand what you well, not necessarily understand, but you'll be able to research and understand and learn what you're lacking, what you need to change perhaps. But you basically just want to have the body in this in a clean, harmonious state as much as possible. And with that, it's just whole foods, clean eating, not necessarily a plant-based diet, which I am, but more so of understanding your food, understanding that you need as less GMOs as possible. You need to hydrate with water and coconut water. You know, the greens that you definitely need to eat whole foods, but then you also need the supplements. You have to supplement, because food is so compromised nowadays that you're not getting all the nutrients from your food anymore like you were a few years ago. So now you need to up your supplements, get drips. So it's just all life in general should be, you should be making sure, like I tell people this all the time, if you're not struggling to figure out what you're eating every day, then you're probably just eating crap. And I'm saying that to say, because you have to read labels, right? You
Yep.
have to understand how your body processes food. It's just a lot. So once you're actually really understanding your body, you'll tweak everything in your life to make sure that, again, you're in a harmonious state. So just about, I feel like when you're healthier, you're happier, you have better clarity, mental clarity, focus, you're less erratic, so everything starts with diet and health. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, Adjua, is there anything else that we can expect from you or that you would like to
Oh
add?
yeah. Oh yeah, so I have my first novel coming out next year. Yeah. I
Wow.
know, right? That was done, and I was sitting on it because I was just like nervous, but cuz it's pretty long, but it's amazing. It's from the 90s era. So it's really good. It's I'm really excited about that, and I already have people interested in wanting to shoot it. So like, and make it, yeah. So yeah, that's next year. So nonstop, all gas.
Amazing.
Yes.
Last thing, we all saw the amazing birthday party style
Oh,
he had. He
yes.
50.
Yes.
Can you give some insight on what that night was like and
Ah, it was
vibe?
everything I wanted and more. And for me, it was like, of course, I wanted to like vicariously party, right? But for him, I wanted more so to make sure he had that nostalgic evening with his friends and his really close, people that he's grown up with, and the people in the industry. And it was everything and more. Even though I was down to the wire, securing things, but it was amazing. Everything, the installation, we had a pizza installation, was like a play off of Pizza Hut. It said my husband's, one of his artist names is one of his names, and as being an artist, is Panero. So it has Peas Hut. And then we had the bodega that was installed with everything bodega was in there. And, Rakim was the highlight, Raekwon, Rel, Fat Joe. It was amazing. It was just an amazing performance from start to finish. The crowd enjoyed themselves. Everyone enjoyed them. They're still talking about it. So it was amazing. It was really, really a magical night. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, Adjua, thank you so much for your time today and also the inspiration you give to so many in the
Thank you.
world through living authentically and
Thank you.
unapologetically being yourself, being beautiful, and also promoting just health, which is so
Right.
important. And,
Yeah.
also Black love and
Yes.
all the things that you embody,
Thank
all
you.
that positiveness. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for having me.